Well, where to start? This is all coming off the top of my head, so forgive me if it's a bit disjointed. Also, forgive my horrible voice and the horrible audio. But I feel like high school has made me a worse person, which is odd since logically it's supposed to do the opposite. But well, well, when you're sub five, that's nothing really works out for you. It, it's just it's like, yeah, it's feels like everything I've tried to do has ended with failure, either immediately or eventually. Like, because really, it's a long story, but that's why I'm recording this. It all started when, like, in my second year of high school, actually. And oddly, that was only a high school I really felt like I had like actual friends. Three of them actually. And well, that's a whole different story for another time. But and two of them, they were kind of like this is when I learned the difference between me and other people, because two of my friends, they were actually like chads, you know. They they lived life, and up until that point, I just been kind of I never really had a life as far as that songs. I just was kind of blown around by external forces, and what I still am, but now I'm just aware of it, which is arguably worse. So yeah. So after I transferred schools, because I failed math with like a 6 to 8 or something. It's really just shows you it's like if you need like if you need 70, you're going to get a 69. That's life for sub fives. But yeah, no, yeah. So that's when after that is when I tried the well, it wasn't really the red pill because I didn't really have like a conception of it at the time. That as self improvement, trying to become more like what my friends were like. And long story short, none of it worked out. In the like, I did try, mind you. I studied more. I worked out more. I talked more to people, but still, it was like you were close, but it just the closer you get, the farther it seems. And well, that was just on the first day. Then the pandemic came, and let me tell you, if my life was fated to be miserable, like from the start, then the pandemic was really like the nail in the coffin. That was what just completely set my faith in stone because imagine if you're finally starting to get on track, just kind of, not really reaching it yet, but like, yeah, on the right path, then something like that happens and no in-person interaction. School is now like 10 times more difficult because online learning. And well, maybe it's not 10 times. Like online school was hard for smart people, but easy for dumb people. Don't ask what I explain, but that's just what I observed. So yeah. So my drive for working out was just completely gone. Which it, what isn't like good really, because it should be discipline, not drive that um pushes you through. But here's the thing: discipline is hard. Most people don't have discipline. Most people have like positive reinforcement that gets them through doing difficult things. So yeah, when you don't have that, it's very easy to give up. So yeah, for like 2 years, I just sat rotting in my room basically. Like, yeah, I guess I could message people. Well, not really. I didn't have most of their numbers, but like, it's those weren't good 2 years at all, and those were the like 15 to 17. So basically, my teen years were, well, I'm not gonna say were the most miserable part of my life, but so far, they were some of the most miserable years of my life. And that happened after I tried to improve myself. So yeah, that kind of destroyed my mentality. And then I had to do over a grade a second time because of that. And guess what? Yeah, I had to do over a grade again. So forget about improving your grades. I my the girl like hated me because I confessed to her, and that's another story. The one itis I had, she hated me for just liking her. Really, like that's a true self trait. People hate you for liking them. Like I'm pretty sure she would have hated me less if I just straight up insulted her. But yeah, so that went up in flames, and all of my not really friends or like associates graduated while I just stayed there. And like it was real soul crushing, to be honest. I'm not sure what to say. It's not a good experience. Okay. So I said, well, one more year, I guess. One more year, 10 things are wrong. And well, spoiler, since I'm making this video right now, it didn't turn around. It was the same mostly. I think that's really when I realized that, it wasn't necessarily, how do I say this? There wasn't really anything I could do because, you know, look smug, voice smug, as you can hear right now, mental self. So yeah, it's over basically. So everything just returns to the baseline. Everything returns to the baseline of being miserable for me. And I'm only just realizing that now. What's honestly, I'm not sure if it's really a good. I'd say it's a good thing because it's either now or it's later for me. And I am finally graduating. So I guess I succeeded in something. But to be honest, like look at all the idiots who have graduated high school. The average, well, not the average person, but look at the idiots out there in the real world with a high school diploma. It's not all that impressive when you think about it that way. And well, the thing is, like, I really don't see things improving because I actually tried to improve, but yet I never got to the same point that my friends were at. Throughout all those years and all that effort, I couldn't achieve what they did casually. It's like, yeah, you can't, like, you can put in the effort. I'm like, what? what would I accomplish really if I put in all that effort and achieve something? Like, oh, congrats! After all that, like blood, sweat, and tears, you're at the point where most people are just born at. Congrats, you're normal after all that. And the thing is, after after you've seen what I see, and you can't be normal. It's like maybe it's disrespectful compared to like PTSD, but it really does change the way you see the world. Like if I woke up tomorrow with an amazing voice, amazing voice, amazing looks, what else? You know, the full package, the full Chad makeover. I'd still I'd still have experienced everything I experienced. I would still have that knowledge. So yeah, it's just I think it's going to be like this for the rest of my life, and that's oddly it's it's oddly peaceful to think that way, as opposed to struggling for like a dream, chasing ghosts. So yeah, that's it.